Hey, and welcome to the lesson on proving that triangles are congruent using the angle-side-angle postulate. The objective for this lesson is to use the angle-side-angle postulate to geometrically prove that two triangles are in fact congruent. So the assessment questions: how do we use the angle-side-angle postulate in a geometrical proof? Below you'll see the Common Core standards. This is a quick refresher of what the angle-side-angle postulate is. It stands for angle-side-angle, ASA, whenever you see that. So the angle-side-angle postulate states that if I have a triangle, or if I have two triangles rather, so I have a triangle here and another triangle here, if two of the corresponding angles are congruent to two of the corresponding angles in another triangle, like shown, and the included side, which means the side in between the two angles, are also congruent, then those two triangles are in fact congruent. So that's the angle-side-angle postulate. I'm going to take you through a proof that you might see. You might see a triangle that looks something like this. Let's see here. You may have something like this, the triangle that comes up there, something like that, and it might tell you that this angle is congruent to that angle, and it also might say that, here, let's put some points on here for this. Let's say A, B, C, D, and let's call this middle point E. Okay, so let's say that given to us, angle B is congruent to angle C, and that the segment AD is going to bisect CB. That means if this segment AD bisects CB, that means it breaks CB into two equal parts. So therefore CE has to be congruent to EB. Alright, so if I start my statements and my reasons, I gotta make those columns. Don't forget. So in order to have a two-column proof, you need two columns. One of the columns are the statements I'm gonna make, and the other column is the reasons why I can make those statements. My first statements are going to be my givens, so angle B is congruent to angle C, and AD bisects CB. And why? They are given to me. And you can write the same below that for that step. And then we concluded, because AD bisects CB, that CE and EB are congruent. And why? Well, that's the definition of bisect. So that's my reason, definition of bisect. Yes, that's supposed to be an O. Okay? And now, we've seen this in a proof before, vertical angles are congruent because of the vertical angle theorem. So I can write angle AEB is going to be congruent to angle DEC. Again, make sure you're going in the correct order. Why are they congruent? Well, that's the vertical angle theorem. And last but not least, the statement we want to make. We want to prove that these triangles are congruent. So I'm going to say that triangle AEB is in fact congruent to triangle DEC. And why can I say that? Because of the angle side angle postulate. That's it for this lesson. I hope you learned a lot. Go try your homework assignment. If you have any more questions, be sure to watch this video again. Take some good notes. If you still have questions, reach out to me. Whatever's easier for you, BBIM, text, phone call. And be sure to come to live classes where we can talk about this a little more in depth.